Binge Pipe is more than a streaming service, and it's also less than a streaming service, because we're not a streaming service. Or are we? Yes, we aren't.
I'm a mom.
I'm a millennial.
I'm really into movies where people eat takeout food. I don't even care what the movie's about. I just feel good when I watch those scenes.
We are Binge Pipe!
Here's a look at just some of the quality programming Binge Pipe has to offer.
So your kid's bike got ran over by a car. We fixed the frame, replaced the tires, and gave it a new paint job.
But how's my son?
We left him under the car because he's not a bike.
This is a very interesting wine because if you look at the label, you can see the cause and date of your death.
Wait. Oh my god, this Chinese takeout place, this isn't a normal restaurant. Look at the roof. It used to be a Pizza Hut. It used to be a Pizza Hut!
Coach, please, don't put me in. I got a really good thing going here, just sitting on the bench. I do not want to ruin that with actually playing. Please.
All of our Binge Pipe testimonials come from real people, not actors. Actors are not real people.
Hey kids, do you think reading is fun?
Yeah!
Great! Then help me read this alimony letter from my ex-wife.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
D is for Deborah, and I wasn't good enough for her.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Julie.
We're best friends.
And siblings.
Or maybe we're dating.
It's super ambiguous. Right when you think we're for sure brother and sister,
we kiss.
But then we act so weird about it.
We just gotta be siblings.
Right?
Super ambiguous. Coming this fall.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything. Looking to become a professional live streamer? It's never been easier thanks to the Binge Pipe Streamer program. Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with Binge Pipe.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There was literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process. You just click a button and stream.
Sometimes I was streaming without even clicking the button.
I'm not totally sure what that button does, actually.
I started out just streaming games, but now I can't stop streaming.
Seriously? I can't stop streaming. How do I turn this off?
I think I'm streaming right now.
The eye of Binge Pipe is unblinking.
I unplugged my webcam, but the light's still on. I put it in a drawer, but it's still weird.
It's very weird.
Super weird.
It's uncomfortable and weird.
Binge Pipe Streamer Program. If you're listening to this, it's already too late.
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by Bob's Shoes. Not only are Bob's Shoes one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes you'll ever own, but for every pair we sell, we donate another pair to kids in need. But if you return a pair, we take a pair away from a kid in need. Bob's Shoes. You better order the right size.
We here at Making Murders just want to, I guess, apologize? You know, for making so many murders. Sorry about that. Our bad.
Ah! Gluten!
Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
He's a cop that doesn't play by the rules. She's also a cop that doesn't play by the rules. You know, they might not be cops.
To play, go to the website on your screen and enter the room code. Our algorithm tells us you will find these 4 letters hilarious.
Chefs, your challenge this week was to make eggplant actually taste good. Let's see how you did.
I made grilled eggplant with toasted sesames and a miso glaze reduction.
Yuck! Tastes like eggplant. Next.
This is an almond-encrusted baked eggplant with a spicy harissa sauce.
Ugh! There's way too much eggplant flavor in my mouth.
I deep-fried an eggplant slice and smothered it in ranch.
Beautiful presentation, flawless execution. We have a winner. Ma'am, excuse me. I'm with the show What's in Your Purse? And I was wondering, what's in your purse?
You want to go through my purse? Okay, what is this, a prank show?
No, just like a man on the street thing. Are you sure you don't mind?
No, it's fine. I'm just a little embarrassed to say I don't know what all is in here. I haven't cleaned things out in a while, so we got a brush and some mints and napkins from a drive-thru, and oh my god. Oh, it's, I don't know how. Wow.
Is that a dead bird?
Yeah, it is. You wouldn't have known this, but I used to be a magician's assistant like 15 years ago, and the last trick I assisted on was a bird trick.
And that's the bird?
One never reappeared. And the incredible Benjamin said, just wait. Wow, just wow.
Do you want us to get rid of that bird?
No, I'm good, thanks.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
Do you binge pipe?
Funny you should say that.
Why?
Because of words.
Binge pipe. We don't understand either.
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by the Roller Coaster Attendant Society, which reminds you to always injury or death.
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
Okay, class, start pedaling faster. We're going up a hill now. Really push it. We're going up. Watch out! Oh God, somebody just opened their car door and we just got doored. Okay, throw yourself off the bike. Good. Now call an ambulance.
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women aren't commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah. Why can't I cry?
Got a date right after work, and you find yourself a little worried about what's going on down there? Well, maybe you shouldn't have let that family of possums move in.
You can play as an audience member and have an impact on the game, like someone who objects at a wedding.
"911, what's your emergency?" "I think my husband's dead. He's been shot." "Okay, where are you?" 1442 Willow Street. It's going to be a few minutes before an ambulance team gets there. I'm going to give you instructions in the meantime, okay? Okay. All right. The first thing I need you to do is record the murder scene. Get a few different angles and maybe add a slow pan to a wall of family portraits. Oh yeah, that'd be really nice. What? Ma'am, please stay calm. We need you to film a few things for the potential true crime doc about your husband. True crime? Crime Doc, what are you talking about? Ma'am, I need you to calm down and listen. It's crucial that we get some B-roll right now, or, production is gonna drag on for this project. I am not filming that! Well, then can you at least get some footage of a neighbor acting weird, or saying something cryptic, or could you get some footage of maybe a crow flying from a telephone wire, landing on a fence?
Hi, I'm Mike Builder, CEO of Jackbox Games. Sorry, I mean VP of Binge Pipe Gaming. Everyone at what used to be Jackbox is thrilled to bring You Don't Know Jack to Binge Pipe. We've been working hard to make the best game possible, sometimes going weeks without sleep. And if the praise I've been getting from the invisible elves who live in my teeth is any indication, we've been very successful. But why stop there? Each time I take a sip of dark purple water from the Binge Pipe water cooler, I get a new $1 million game idea. Like Day Drinker, Pickle Police, Cyst Blaster 64, Toilet Race, Too Many Wedding Guests, Space Deniers, Dank Meme Summer Camp, Guess My Stepdad, Everybody Help Grandma, Gamblity Blamblity Duplity Dee Doo, and Wordspud 3. So if you love consumerism, keep your Binge Pipe subscription up to date. And Mike Builder, and I'm saying this of Mike Builder's own free will.
It sure is taking a long time to start this game, but Binge Pipe has time. We have all the time in the world.
I had a great time on our date tonight.
You want to come inside and watch something?
I know what that means.
I've got Binge Pipe.
The only streaming service better than casual sex?
The very same.
You're not ready for all this new Binge Pipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High.
Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner.
Go, Mayor. Goat Mayor. Goat Mayor.
Hey guys, what's up? So if you saw my last vid, then you know I took a photo of myself every day for a year. Thanks for all the positive feedback. It was a really fun project, and I learned something about myself while doing it. It turns out I'm a narcissist.
A tip from Binge Pipe. To prepare for this trivia game, we recommend reading all of the encyclopedias.
Hey kids, do you know what it means to be a friend? Yeah! Do you know what it means to be in the friend zone? I mean, seriously, look at these texts. I don't get it.
This week on Captain Funtime's World of Hard Adult Lessons.
Then we'll talk about the spooky world of ghosting a relationship. Ooh.
13 men and women, all living in one house, where they're forced to watch season 5 of The Bachelor, but while wearing headphones, so we don't have to get the rights to that show.
I can't believe Jake tried to...
Haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, sorry. Can you pass the chips?
The Bachelor Season 5, Watching House Season 2, only on Binge Pipe.
While we wait for players to join, why not pour yourself your favorite drink and hold it in front of the screen so that we can see if our targeted advertising is working?
Ugh.
What's the matter, Mark?
I'm trying to find my blood type, but these medical forms are just so complicated.
Oh, Mark, you silly idiot. You don't have to understand forms anymore.
I don't?
No! Just send all your information to BingePipe and they'll find the answers for you.
They can do that?
Sure. Thanks to BingePipe's customer vault, I can send them my medical history, credit card details, voting record, deepest fears, food allergies, romantic preferences, and lucky numbers, and they'll sort through it to find the data I need and keep the leftover details for themselves.
Wow, that sounds great. Looks like I won't need...
BingePipe is pleased to bring back You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe. No, our CEO is not a stock photo.
I'm Cookie, and any rumors that BingePipe is forcing me to host this game under duress are completely false. I mean, that's ridiculous. If I was in danger, I'd say the code word albatross. But I have not said albatross. Not even one mention of the word albatross. Let's get this albatross started. Looking cozy in here. Yeah, let's get going before we make any more friends. And we're off.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, Stephen King is full of it. Murderous clown monster Pennywise is at it again, telling the children of Derry, "You'll float too." How else could Pennywise phrase his favorite threat? Your outward pressure is equal to your density, Richie. The mass of your displaced liquid is greater than your downward gravity, Stan. Your average volume is consistent with Archimedes' principle, Beverly. Or your... Hope you like what you picked. No. Yeah, that's, it. Remember, kids, science is scary.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Coming up next, love this dumb song or else up. Suppose that at a production of Frozen on Broadway, fans could show their love during the curtain call by throwing hard-to-freeze substances on stage. Which would show the most love? Throwing water at Elsa, throwing blood at Elsa, throwing nitrogen at Elsa. Okay, let's take a look. Nitrogen is tough, but not the toughest. Sorry to melt your chances, Olaf. Just because you want to throw blood at Elsa doesn't make this the correct answer. With a freezing point of minus 272 degrees Celsius, Elsa has her work cut out for her. I'm sure she can handle it. Hell, she made a dress out of ice. Although on Broadway, I'm told it's more of a fun pantsuit. Way more practical for getting around your ice castle.
Why don't we do it with free?
How about this one? A rabbit as white as snow. And it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a character from Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass or a character from Game of Thrones. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Through the Looking Glass or Game of Thrones. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Here it comes. The Red King. The Mad King. The Hound. The Gnat. Bandersnatch. Littlefinger. Hot Pie. Not a lot of rock stars, but decent rhythm section. But you guys, you couldn't have done much worse.
The BingePipe algorithm has detected hurt feelings.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
What a mutually satisfying solution!
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up, gorillas in the evaporated water. Hey bro, you ape? Sure bro, I'm a baboon. Yeah man, I'm a mandrill. It's a given, I'm a gibbon. Or I'm in, I'm tamarin. Oh, this'll be good. Player 4 just used that screw. This one goes out to my grandma. Love you, Grams. And how'd we do? This one's not your specialty. While the other three are monkeys, a gibbon is a type of ape. Oh, excellent screwing, Player 4. Have some cash. Up next, the perpetual motion of the Oceans franchise. Which of the following equals the number of oceans traditionally considered to be on planet Earth? Oceans 11 minus Oceans 13 plus Oceans 8. Oceans 12 minus Oceans 11 plus Oceans 13. Let's see who got it. Okay, so you think there are negative 3/12 oceans in the world? Is that right? Aha! You fell right into my ridiculously complex and borderline incomprehensible trap. Traditionally, the Earth's oceans are divided up into 4. The Atlantic, the Pacific, the Indian, and the Arctic. And Oceans 12 minus Oceans 8 equals Oceans 4. But if we don't do something about our carbon emissions, soon we may end up with so many oceans that the novelty of the original film will be all but forgotten. That's the end of round 1. Let's see who deserves my love.
Currently, player 6 is in the lead. And as a counterpoint, these players are negatively affecting our averages. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for more screws.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using them. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next, Charles Deep Sea Dickens. If you read a book about a sad yet street-smart sea urchin, he would most likely say,
"Please, sir, have pity on me. I got no heart, mouth, feet."
Or, oh, watch out. Player 5 just dropped a screw on you guys. How's your hand-eye coordination? Well, we'll see. So who got it? Yeah, way to be wrong. Sea urchins do not have a heart. But that doesn't mean they can't love. Love is universal. You know, like uni in sushi. No? Okay, never mind. Nicely screwed, Player 5. This is your cash now.
Hey, question!
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question about feet or a question about faces? Vote on your devices now. The votes are in. We graciously accept your choice.
La vie est un canard. 7.
This one's known as a question about faces. In military terms, if you turned about face, you would turn 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, or 360 degrees. Oh, look out. Player 6 just dropped a screw on you guys. Hey, can you read without vowels? Oh, let's find out. Okay, what'd you pick? It'll get easier in time. To turn about face means to turn so you're facing the opposite way. And in military terms, I'm known as cannon fodder. Excellent screwing, Player 6. Spend this wisely.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Why not try Muppet Shade? I don't really get this one, so I'm guessing it's a meme. If Kermit the Frog were sipping so much tea he needed to move to the country that leads the world in tea production, where would he move? India, but that's none of my business. China, but that's none of my business. Sri Lanka, but that's none of my business. Or Kenya, but that's none of my business. Let's see how that shook out. China leads the world in tea production by 1 million metric tons. India, Kenya, and Sri Lanka are second, third, and fourth, respectively. Kermit only drinks black tea because it's not easy finding green. Try this on for size. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. The doctor, that is.
Tag.
Changes color, but always starts out green. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? Okay, who chose what? See ya! Coffee beans start green, then usually turn red or yellow before becoming a very appetizing brown.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
This one's called Love the Shell You're In. Obviously, you shouldn't fat shame anybody, but on top of that, why shouldn't you fat shame Mr. Peanut? Because his thighs contain saturated fat, because his neck contains omega-3 fatty acids, because his butt contains unsaturated fat, or because his belly contains trans fat. Well. Player 4 just screwed the room. You guys remember your password, right? What'd you guys pick? Ah, nuts. Peanuts are composed mostly of unsaturated fat, aka the good kind. Making it possible for Mr. Peanut to slay all day. That screw is a good move, Player 4. Here's your extra cash. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful.
We may listen to you.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Do D's rhyme? It's simple. What words rhyme with these D words? Good luck. Player one takes it! Way to go, Player one. You won by so much, I'm jealous. Then again,
You don't know Jack!
If you don't love me, I'm going to war.
Okay, see you when you get back. Bye.
I love the relish that is coming through in this buttercream frosting, but I'm not tasting enough hot dog in the cupcake itself.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
Binge Pipe asks the revolutionary question: could a fictional framing device for a video game change the entire future of media consumption? Our investors sure hope so.
Apple, fork,
Highway,
telephone, democracy.
binge pipe. We are just another thing. Don't worry about it.
You want more Binge Pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
Okay, welcome back to Talkin' Mystery Mountain. I'm joined as always by my panel. Guys, wow, how about that episode? After facing some criticism that the show has lost its way and that the writers created too big of a puzzle to solve, they respond in a big way.
Just when you think this show is beyond repair, we're rewarded with that bombshell. I'm still in shock that Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel.
Yeah, that really tied up a lot of the loose ends in a totally organic way.
Looking at social media, the episode is getting a lot of positive feedback, but there are some detractors out there. Staceface17 says, "This is how they kill off Jennifer? Are you kidding me? Hashtag lame plot device." Before we jump into this comment, I believe we have the clip she's referring to. Roll it.
I know Michael is a shape-shifting alien who can time travel, but that still doesn't explain how I ended up on this mountain. We've had zero contact, so I want to know, how did I get here?
I have to agree a little bit with her. I did think that lightning bolt scene was a little odd.
Especially since it happened deep inside a cave.
Okay, did they maybe kill off too many characters in a sudden lightning bolt? Sure, but I think we're losing the point here.
Welcome back to the next sound effects star. Up next is Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me. Oh, okay, thank you.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week. Now, here performing a piece she calls A Wolfman Farting in a Bathtub is Alice Berry.
If you have more players than player slots, or you're just uncomfortable with the term player slots, you may participate as an audience member.
Imagine a world.
My God, the specimen.
It's growing out of control.
Where scientists go too far.
Should we go in?
No, seal the door!
But still know how to follow proper protocol.
Okay, the chemical shower killed it.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Lunch? Karen, you've been through so much.
Yes, I have.
Personal tragedy after personal tragedy, followed by a series of small instances that, when compiled, add up to more personal tragedy.
It's truly been awful.
That's why your family nominated you, Karen, for this unique opportunity. Are you ready?
I think so.
Karen, turn around, face the mirror, and take a look at your new hat.
We're waiting for players to join, so there is still time to change shirts. Not that we can see you in that terrible shirt.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team was in my home. I didn't even know I had a back door.
I thought the volume was off on my programming, but the Binge Pipe doctor discovered it was my ears that were wrong.
Not only do they closely monitor my enjoyment of their services, but they reward me if I turn in fellow customers who are not completely happy. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Binge
Binge
Pipe.
Pipe. Thank you, Binge Pipe.
Binge Pipe. Binge Pipe. Thank you.
Going outdoors has become obsolete thanks to these Binge Pipe programs.
I've made a lot of money in my life, and I've made it all in the last 24 hours. I can show you how.
Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
Hey, I'm Nolan. Follow me as I travel the world with only a backpack, a plan, and a credit card that never runs out of money.
The Trust Fund Traveler. New episodes premiere during your work shift.
Jessica, I know I'm from the future, but I love you.
If you are thinking of receiving extra benefits by signing the Binge Pipe Premium Data Security Agreement, please read over the document carefully. The document will be available to you once you sign the Binge Pipe Premium Data Security Agreement.
Coming soon, The Minister, a period drama about the turn-of-the-century British Prime Minister David Lloyd George.
That's it. I must create the Parliament Act to circumvent the House of Lords' objection to my social insurance budget plans.
Don't worry, like all period dramas, we've added a lot of sex.
When you say circumvent, do you mean go in from behind?
Why, Margaret Dreyer Robbins, if you were the president of the Women's Trade Union League, I'd say you were flirting with me.
You know what they say. What happens at the Paris Peace Conference will create complicated precedent which will inadvertently lead to World War II.
Oh, God. Use me like protective legislation.
Love stories.
He was my barista.
She was my favorite customer.
And yada yada yada.
We've been married for 12 years.
Love stories.
We were coworkers. I probably asked her out about 10 times over 2 years. Every time she was like, no thank you. I was thinking, eating, and dreaming no thank yous. I had totally given up at one point, and then out of the blue, she smiled at me, and I just went for it. Bam! And this time, it was different. This time, she was like, seriously, no. No, please stop. You're making me uncomfortable. So I asked out a different girl, and now I've been with this girl, Sharon, for like 6 years.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
Love stories.
this is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
I'm a gamer.
I'm that guy at work who won't stop quoting Caddyshack.
I'm Mark Twain, and this is Jurassic Park.
We are Binge Pipe!
The following Binge Pipe programming is brought to you by reusable toilet paper. We're not going to tell you what that is or how it could possibly work. We just want you to think about it.
Dad, it's Scraps. He's not moving.
I'm sorry, Patrick. We have to remember, Scraps had a long, happy life.
Do you think he'll be okay?
I don't know, buddy. I just don't know.
Ah, what a sad scene. You know what no one likes? Losing a family pet. You know what everyone likes? Solving a crime. I'm Huck Dagfield, founder of How to Host a Pet Murder, the theatrical experience that reframes your pet's exploration as an immersive whodunit. Hey there, little Patrick, what if I told you Scraps was murdered?
But he's just laying at the bottom of the stairs.
So you gotta ask yourself, what kind of a monster throws an old dog down the stairs? Come on, let's look for clues.
Hey, there's a monogrammed handkerchief under Scraps' collar.
What do you know? Sounds like you're onto something, buddy.